Let's take a look at the chart for Bitcoin. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. We're on the 4-hour time frame right now, and we have resistance right here, resistance, resistance, support, support, support. I've been watching this channel pattern playing out. We're bouncing in between these two trend lines right here. In my last video, we were talking about how we started trending down, so I put in a limit order right here. We got that filled. Now it looks like we're getting a bounce on this trend line, and we're starting to bounce up. I'm kind of curious what's going to happen when we come into this area here. Are we going to get rejected and start heading down and start to test this trend line down here and these previous support levels that we have, these new ones that we kind of formed? We kind of wicked down right here, and we have some other ones that are a little bit lower. The main question is, are we going to get rejected and head down and continue in this channel pattern, or are we going to be able to break out and start heading to these previous resistance levels? Actually, pretty much this one would be the one that I'd be kind of I would pretty much be targeting this previous top over here, sitting around 51,700 approximately. Right now we're on the 4-hour time frame. Let's jump over the 1-hour time frame and we can see the uptrend that we have. Let's go ahead and delete this one because we broke through that going to the upside. I wasn't sure if we were going to break up or if we were going to break down, and we broke up. Right now we have support right here, support right here. This is what I'm looking at. We're on the 1-hour time frame, so we can watch this trend line until we break this line right here, going to the downside. Then I'm assuming that we're kind of heading up, coming into this trend line right here. Maybe we're going to touch it. Maybe we're going to retest this trend line somewhere over here. Like I was saying, are we going to get rejected and fall down again? Or are we going to be able to have enough momentum, maybe get some volume and break through? I'm not too sure. But for right now, we are in this channel pattern and it is kind of heading to the downside. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame again. In general, this channel pattern is heading to the downside. So until we break this trend line right here, we are technically heading to the downside. I have been trying to take advantage of these little swing trades right here, but I'm really watching this trend line right here and this trend line right here, waiting for a break to break this channel. I'm kind of curious when we're going to break it and what's going to happen. We could also drag maybe from the top to the bottom of the channel, drag it to the breakout, maybe something like this. And like I said, I'm kind of targeting this previous support or resistance over here. If we can break out to the upside, and if we break out to the downside, I've been talking about it a lot for a while with the 41,000K limit order. I think that we still have a chance to come down here, because if we switch up to the daily time frame, here's some other things that I'm looking at. We have resistance right here, and we have resistance right here, and we actually have resistance right here too. So there's another trend line that I haven't really put up, but I'm still watching. But we have this trend line going to the downside right here, and until we break this one going up, then I'm assuming that we have a chance to come down to hit this 41,000 level down here. This 41,000 level lines up with this previous support right here. We came down, got a bounce right here. So I'm looking at that support and I'm targeting that area right there. If we continue to head down, or if we continue to not break this trend line going up, then I'm going to continue to have my limit order set right here. If we could break this trend line going to the upside, then I'll start changing my sentiment and maybe get a little less confident on these targets down here. Not that I really want to stay above this 41,000 like I've been talking about, so we don't get a lower low. Right here we had a low. I don't want to get lower than that low. So like I said, the main thing I'm watching is this 4-hour time frame. We got this channel pattern going, bouncing up and down between it. I'm trying to take advantage of these little swings, but I'm also mainly watching these two trend lines. When are we going to break this channel pattern, maybe going to the upside or the downside? Are we going to get rejected right here? The other thing we're watching is this 1-hour time frame channel trend line going to the upside. If we break that, that'll be a signal that we might be coming down and testing these levels right here. These levels down here are sitting at around maybe 45.5K. Maybe like this was the bottom. We wicked down to the bottom right here to around 45.5K. So I'm kind of maybe looking at this level at 45.5K if we break this trend line going to the downside, somewhere around there. I think if we break this trend line going to the upside, then like I said, I'll be targeting this area in general, sitting at around maybe 51.7K. And if we what I'll probably do is end up dragging this trend line out something like this and watching something like that, and pretty much watching this trend line going to the upside until we break this trend line going to the downside. That'll be one signal. Maybe we'll form another trend line. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see if we could even keep this momentum going up or if we get rejected right here. This is the spot that I'm looking at. Are we going to go down or are we going to break up? Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button. Here's a good gift idea, guys. There's a family pack of the Ledger Nano S's. They're 139 bucks for 3 of them. It's 21% off. They come out to around 47 each, and usually they're around 60. Pretty good idea to maybe get one for one of your family members that's kind of on the fence, and maybe give them one of these so they don't have to get the actual Ledger hardware wallet. And I think it's a pretty good deal. So in general, the Ledger Nano S's are pretty good if you just want to hold Bitcoin on it. And it's a nice little entry into the whole crypto space in general. In some ways, I kind of like the Ledger Nano S's because you have to use a wire to connect to your computer as opposed to the Bluetooth. I think the Bluetooth is fine. I just kind of like the fact that you do have to connect it. It doesn't have a battery or anything like that. It's pretty more basic. I like both the Ledger Nano X and the Ledger Nano S's, but this is a pretty cool deal for 3 Ledger Nano S's, and I just thought at 21% off it might be a good Christmas idea and might be easy and quick and a way to get your family members into crypto and their crypto more secured. This video is not sponsored by Ledger, but I do have an affiliate link, so if you do want to hook up the channel, you could use my link down below and that'd be awesome. If you're new to crypto or trading or looking at charts and technical analysis in general, here's a playlist on how to get started, basically a rundown on how to follow along with some of these videos so you can watch some of the things that are going on the charts on your own, and you can kind of learn technical analysis following along with these videos. So check out these videos right here to get an introduction to TradingView and technical analysis. Alright, if you guys like the video, hit the thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.